Check, check, 1, 2, 3, 4, live from Simmons Sports Center. It's Maritime Major Girls Hockey League action. Test, 1, 2, 3, 4. Audio test for High Button Sports from Simmons Sports Center on a beautiful Saturday afternoon as we get ready for Maritime Major Girls Hockey League action between the visiting Fundy Kraken and the Down East Auto Parts Eastern Stars. Well, good Saturday afternoon from Simmons Sports Center in beautiful downtown Charlottetown. We're underway between the visiting Fundy Kraken and the Down East Autos Hart Stars. Both teams starting this season with an 0-2 record, so someone's going to get on the score sheet here in the standings. We're just underway. My name is Mark Rooney for High Button Sports. Hope you're having a wonderful Saturday afternoon as we roll along. There's Mullins now for the Stars, breaking down the left wing. Mullins right in, a nice save by starting goaltender for the Kraken. We'll get a name there. I believe that is Chasson for the Kraken with the start. And opposing her at the far end will be Grace Dunn. Just underway here in Maritime Major Girls Hockey League action. Wonderful time of the year. The weather's great. Hockey's just rolling. Now Bella Fitzpatrick for the Stars will clear that in. That's Duguay behind her own goal. Forcing that down the right side into the referee's paraphernalia. Stars battle now along the side. They'll try to get that. Well, the Kraken up the far wing. McGinnis to keep that in and pushes Duguay back. She'll try the other side this time. Picked up in front of the Kraken bench. Along they go. Past center. The dump and chase. Back forward for the Stars is Fitzpatrick. She'll clear that easily. Unimpeded. Now Walker takes a bump but clears it to center. And the Kraken will go back up the left wing. Somerville trying to get that through, and Ricketson will do so. Fitzpatrick again is going to get that up to Brooklyn McKenzie. Lead pass, finds Walker, cross there, and that will be caught. And for the whistle, by the first-year goaltender, Chasson. Essentially a brand new facility here, months opened, tail end of last season, to replace the aging old Simmons Sports Center. And nice and fresh and clean and bright and all set for hockey. And the Stars, Eastern Stars, will have they'll call this home for the season. The Kraken, as I understand it, a new team to the league. And there's the wraparound attempt by Walker, blocked in front by Chasson. Now Boudelier will collect that. She'll cross in front of her own goal. She'll chase back now, use the goal and Mullins will take her in. Lutley. Third-year veteran Lutley. Back but not out. Back into Raina Fitzpatrick. Now Mullins will chase after that in the corner. Citrone with the push from the D-line. Now Fitzpatrick, tight angle. Another shot on goal. Nice stop there by Chasson. Lutley will just throw that in on net and clear it away. Mullins behind the net, controlling the puck. She'll backhand, leave that for Raina Fitzpatrick. Backhand in front, can't get a stick on it, and out come the Kraken. They'll get to center, Will Richard, and push that forward, and it will be icing. We're just underway. And the icing will take the puck back in the Kraken zone. Now here's a shot from the point. Right on. That was redirected behind the net. So the shot in there from veteran Maya Larkin. Took a turn. Did not find the Kraken goal. Larkin again. Trying to lead pass. And that one will go for icing as well, as it just evades the intended target. Now they're going to say that that was a error on behalf of the officials. So we'll go to the neutral. Neutral zone. And that's Duguay behind her own goal. Going to carry that up in front of her own bench. Myers backhands that out to McGuigan. Trying to find player down the right side, and that'll cross. Kept in for the moment now. Tap back. Fitzpatrick goes across, and Little got a stick on that, forcing the Stars to go a little bit deeper. Bellaray Matheson gets that deep, and that'll be McKenzie chasing in for the Stars. Dangerous pass right in front. It may have tipped off the Kraken goalie stick. Bradley's going to chase back. No icing on the play, say the officials, as we approach the 5-minute mark of period 1. There's a giveaway. Dickey takes in her opponent, Fitzpatrick, and we're going to say too many players on the ice. 6. So this will be the first odd player advantage for the Stars, and they'll start out with Larkin Lutley player, the captain, Ellie Mullins, who has an interesting tidbit I have known since she was a little girl. Went to the same daycare and my 2 boys did, so we've known Ellie and her older sister for some time. But back to business now. We're on the power play. Fitzpatrick just along the ice. It does land on the stick of Chesson, the goaltender for the Kraken. Now Larkin goes side. Mullen feeds it back to Larkin. She'll dump to Fitzpatrick, who's got some skating room. Move in, cross pass. A nice one too, and just off the stick of Lutley. Some good puck movement early here from the Stars. Right in, it hit a body in front. Back to Mullins. She'll go back to Fitzpatrick. Shot, that's right on. It's loose, and it scores! So the shot from the point, we'll get the announcement here in a moment and clarify. But with that power play goal, the Stars are on the board first, just under 5 minutes, just over 5 minutes of play rather. We'll get you the goal scorer if we can hear the announcement. It's admittedly a little bit less than clear in the arena. Richard trying to work through there in the Kraken. Now here's Citron. Citron with a long shot. That'll miss it at Mullins. Charges in hard. And Chesson trying to get a glove on that. Her wrong side. Looks like player with the goal. Now Kosman. Shot, that's the first one to land on Dunn, if I'm not mistaken. She'll steer that into the corner. Duguay trying to work across the line. Backhanded out, and the Kraken will reset. Long pass picked up by Mullins. Tried to feed the breaking player. Mullins trying to backhand that. Player in close looking for the rebound. Now she's a strong offensive player behind the goal. And Garnett starts out for the Kraken. Stopped at the blue line. Cross crease. And that'll go D to D for the Kraken as they work out of their own zone. Bank that one off the boards. And Gilliland starts with LeBlanc. LeBlanc all alone. And had her pocket picked by Cadence Player. She'll charge back down the way. Back the Kraken way. Duguay in front. Able to be kept in now by Larkin. Now in front. Shot. A quick release. And it just missed. Myers right on, and a nice save there from Chasson as the Stars are out shooting the Kraken at this point. I don't have the statistic in front of me off the scoreboard. Well, we hope you're having a good Saturday afternoon wherever you may be. We welcome in, and particularly to those who are following us from everywhere from, I'm told, St. Stephen to west of Moncton area. It's a big geographic swath. Those Kraken shots. Chasson got a handle on that. Matheson around. Walker in the corner. Fans of the Kraken family and followers, of course, we welcome you in, as well as those for the Stars. Walker now with a steal behind the net. That's centered in front. And Raina Fitzpatrick now trying to pinch in there. McKenzie pushing that towards the net. Shot comes back. Myers can't get the stick on it. And it was Ricketson trying to break out. McKenzie in the corner. And Crossman, I believe, will start out. She'll cross the blue line, Will Crossman. Turned over at the Stars' blue line. Banked up and turned back over now as the Kraken in their own zone. They look to get something going. Ricketson will give chase for the Kraken. And I've only seen 2 or 3 sets of uniforms this year so far, but I don't know. These Kraken jerseys, they may be leading the league. That's Somerville. She'll stop and turn at her own bench, and she'll turn again. Good work by Somerville with the puck. Fitzpatrick backhands that in with a little spinorama move. Into the corner is Boudelier. Behind their goal, the Kraken have been hemmed in a little bit. Now McGinnis trying to gain traction in there. She gets it through the crease. Nobody home wearing the green and yellow to get a shot on net. Now Dickey with a strong push up the left side. Delayed offside coming against the Kraken. That gives the Stars a little bit of time and space to negotiate. Chipped ahead by Duguay. She'll work across the blue line. Duguay, she's got Dickey if she can find her. And a good defensive play by Bellaray Matheson to push the puck the other end. Now here comes Matheson. Didn't get a lot on the shot as it slips wide. But McKenzie will be in there to try to recover. Pinching in. And here's a break for the Kraken down the right side. 1-on-1. Nice defensive move by Citrome all the way back. Player's going to pick that up. Shovels that forward into the skates of her own player, Matheson. There's a shot. Good look. High shot over the net and overdone. To be clear, the shot wasn't overdone, but it was overdone. Any pun lovers out there may enjoy that one. Or not. Now, Citrome behind her net. We've passed the halfway mark of period number 1. 1-0. Early lead for the Stars. And here's McKenzie. She's got some space down the right side. Didn't get a lot on it. Around the net, the wraparound attempt. Chasson had the pad stretched out to the post. And Somerville will bank that. Larkin shovels that into the far corner. Delayed offside again now, this time for the Stars. Kosman with some time. Hits Somerville through center ice. Mullins can't get that out. That's Bex. Cross attempt from Mullins. Neatly played there by the Kraken defender, Duguay, who stepped right up. Lutley trying to hit Mullins on the break. No icing. Mullins will get there first. Escapes with the puck. Lost it. Trying to get one shot away. Chasson with the stick. In front. Oh, McGuigan with a glorious opportunity and turned away by Chasson. And I should correct myself on PEI. We often say Chasson or Chasen. And that's how it is spelled, AI. But in other parts of the world, it's Chasson. And I will do my best. So Gilliland takes out her player. around the ice. McGinnis, cross ice feed. Fitzpatrick along the ice. Chasson, who has definitely been the busier of the two keepers, steers that neatly into the corner. Now Ella Boutelier will go across. Pass attempt there, missed the stick of Gilliland. And the Stars, Bella Fitzpatrick will break down. She tries to go through. Continuing through is Fitzpatrick, who stayed in from her defensive position. Now trying to steal the puck. Kept in. Stars with the time of possession. Player can't get that through. It hit a leg. McKenzie with a move in there and a shot and didn't get through to Chasson as the Kraken break away. We've got 7 minutes left to go. Forgive my time clock, I'm off a little bit, and I'll fix that up at the first stoppage of play. But we have 6:30 left to go in period number 1. That's accurate. McKenzie down the right wing. McKenzie with a neat move. McKenzie couldn't get a backhand away. That was a neat move by the now dog-tired forward as she makes her way to the bench. Battle for in the corner. Raina Fitzpatrick. Battle for it behind the boards. In front, but the Stars weren't there, and it'll go harmlessly to center ice as Guindon, or Guindon as we sometimes call her, is back for that for the Stars. Now they set up again, try to find Mullins through center ice. Raina Fitzpatrick will get that through. Shot away. Another good stick by Chasson. Pinned against the boards. Trying to escape are the Stars. There's Mullins. The shot didn't have a lot on it, and it went harmlessly to the far side. And now Kosman starts out. Kosman through center. Dickey will throw that in and change as Dunn is out to play that. The outlet pass missed. Boudelier will get a shot, and that'll go wide. Garnett can't quite keep that in at the blue line, and away comes McGuigan. McGuigan. The Kraken set up in their own zone. That's picked off by Player. Player will work her way in. The shot, the rebound. Another nice save by the Kraken goaltender. And a good play by Player, who's got the puck again. A shot high and a nice glove save to keep this a 1-0 game as we've got just over 4 minutes to go. In period number 1 from Simmons Sports Center on a lovely fall Saturday afternoon. You can feel fall in the air. High Button Sports, of course, pleased to be able to bring you this, as well as all of the Maritime Major Girls Hockey League's games. There's a shot. Had to be careful on that, did the Kraken goaltender. And that had a little flutter to it. Sometimes those can be the hardest ones to grab. Sometimes the hard shots you're ready for. And the little flutters, not quite so. But she was up to the task. So face off to her right. Lutley takes that one. Wins it back. Fitzpatrick will go across. Larkin dumps that in on the backhand. And forechecking there is Lutley. Now Player trying to look to center that. Gets control. Turns, spins, in front. A nice setup by player to Lutley, who just missed. The Stars able to keep that in. Mullins not quite. Now she's under pressure from Gilliland. Nice pressure there by Gilliland, who's got it back. The shot. Nice kick save by Dunn in the new pads, I might add. Speaking with her father last weekend, and we are both goalies and both goalie parents. Now the shot in and not able to get a lot on that, so anytime there's new gear, the shot high scores! And that's Mullins with a significant shot high over the left shoulder. And that will increase the Stars' lead to 2 as we approach the 3-minute mark remaining of period number 1. So Mullins with a wicked wrister, high top shelf. Now there's a hooking call on the play as well. I believe this is going against the Stars, as that gate of the penalty box is open. Referees are discussing the scenario now, but I believe the goal will count, particularly if it is against the Stars. Now, referee explained the scenario to Coach Blaine Fitzpatrick of the Stars, and the head coach of the Fundy Kraken as well is getting the explanation. It looks like Lauren Little is headed for the box. We'll try to get the announcement here. We are underway after that brief intermission due to the goal and the penalty. It's kind of rare to see both at the same time. Now here's Walker trying to slide one in. Nice seal on the ice by the goaltender there, as Walker got that low along the ice, but the pad sealed nicely there on the short side for another nice save by the Kraken goaltender, who has been particularly busy this afternoon. Shot, a big glove save there. Oh, a beautiful, spectacular save, but the rebound was there, and my goodness, that's a save of the year, even though there's a goal, my goodness. That was a wonderful save too, in fact. That was a high-quality save like you will never see. I finished my thought, you will never see that in the kind of hockey that I play, or there's going to be a serious groin injury. But the goaltender, Chesson, wow, that was spectacular despite the goal. So now a 3-0 lead. I'll try to get you the goal scorer information for the Stars. Sorry, I can't quite hear that PA. It's a little muffled, but we'll try to get you some updated stats at the first intermission, which is about 70 seconds away. We approach the 60-second mark. Now Fitzpatrick. Drop pass, Matheson. Her shot went wide. That's Player with the deep feed. Now McKenzie trying to break down. She'll get into the corner. The Kraken player falls. Matheson's in there digging as well for the Stars. Cross ice pass. Not able to be corralled by, and that's an offside. Into the corner with just 9 seconds left. Kraken hoping to get a good shot away. Backhanded. And the puck will stay behind Grace Dunn and the Stars net. And there's first intermission. So the Stars with a fairly dominant first period of play here from Simmons Sports Center in Charlottetown as they walk off with a 3-0 lead to intermission number 1. We will be back in about 15 minutes, and we hope you will be too. Welcome back to Simmons Sports Center on a lovely Sunday afternoon, turning into an evening now. My name is Mark Rooney for High Button Sports as the Eastern Stars jumped out to a 3-0 first period lead. And both sides exchange ends. I'll see if we can get the goal scorers for you. Certainly Player got started for the Stars, and we're underway in period number 2. Following up Player's goal was Mullins. And a minute after that, Braylon Walker to complete the 3-0 lead for the Stars after one period. Now deep behind the goal, Mullins will work behind. She'll circle in front, shot away. A nice blocker save by the goaltender who has been busy, including a couple of spectacular glove saves late in that period. Boudelier, she'll dump it in and chase. Back behind is done. A smart play to get that up to. And Raina Fitzpatrick takes a bump, but now here comes Player again. Dishes it wide. Is the shot. Player now circles outside into the neutral territory. She'll push it back to Fitzpatrick, back to Player. Gaining some steam for a rush, but it's knocked off her stick. That's Bradley behind the goal. She exchanges back and forth. Now Player hard charging. Legier is back for the Kraken behind the goal. Shot from Fitzpatrick was wide. Player worked on now as she and the Kraken player dump to the ice. Out comes Ricketson. In front of her own bench will dump that in. Taken over us. Stolen there. Dangerous play. And Somerville got a weak attempt across on Dunn. So the face-off will be to Dunn's left. She's all set to go. Held in by the Kraken as Ginden will go back for it. And Ginden circles deep in her own zone. Just outside the blue line where the Kraken's Little will take over. Duguay now along the blue line as the Kraken make changes. Penetration shot in on Dunn. She'll steer that to Citrome and the right corner as she breaks out, or attempts to. Up to Walker. Some nice skating there by Boudelier, the Kraken defenseman. Neat pass to find Garnett down the right side. And back forward is Mullins. Duguay slips off the stick of Mills. And Citrome will push that deep. That's Raina Fitzpatrick. Collects the puck across the blue line. Fitzpatrick looking at her options. Slides one along the ice. Nice kick save into the corner. And it will come Crossman. The tall Kraken defenseman. Hits center. And the Stars try to hit a cross ice pass onto the tape. Mullins breaks down. Centering pass. Deflected in front by the Kraken goaltender, Chesson. And now 3 Kraken come back. Forced wide by Myers into the corner. Still with the puck. Done with a good stick to prevent that from getting to the crease. Still working is Richard. And back comes Player. Player across the Kraken blue line. Deep into the far corner. Try to steal the puck there. Now Marshall able to get that out. Bradley being worked on by Gilliland. Good job by Bradley to get that across to a teammate. Now there's a turnover. Gilliland breaking in. Shot. Save. The rebound floated high over the top of the net. And that looked like the Kraken's best chance of the afternoon. Now a good breakout there as McGuigan will take over. McGuigan is through. The shot. Big save and a big rebound collected by the goaltender. Wow. That was a beauty. As McGuigan was showing some good strength and speed, got all the way through. The Stars are down some personnel from last year's championship winning roster, of course. They had some big, strong players moved on. So a younger team for Coach Blaine Fitzpatrick this year, but showing some good spirit here this afternoon. And as young players do, taking a little bit of extra time to develop and gel. And with the Kraken, a brand new roster, brand new entry into the league. So that will take some time, of course, as well to adjust to the pace of play of Major U18. And there will come a penalty. The referee's arm is up. This is going to go against the Kraken, I believe. Dunn trying to get to the bench through her own defensive zone. Matheson will backhand that around, and it looks like it will be touched by the Kraken for the upcoming penalty. And the call will be interference going the way of Little. So with a 3-0 lead in the first period, the Stars will go on the power play with almost 7 minutes gone here in period 2. Stolen by Mullins. They will set it up back to Bella Fitzpatrick. The shot was just wide, hoping to be redirected by a player at the side of the net. Now that's on the back of the net. And that will cause the stoppage of play. Face off to Chessons. Right. And she's got my vote for player of the game thus far for her team, the Kraken. Oh, a beautiful redirection by Lutley, and Chesson was there as well, low on the ice. Cross ice, Fitzpatrick takes a swing at that. Oh, a slick pass. As player of the side of the net tried to redirect that in. That was a good attempt there. Now Walker. Larkin, pardon me. Fitzpatrick with the wind-up. Tried to be redirected by player again. And the Kraken will get that the length of the ice. Good start for the Stars. Nice goaltending from the Kraken on this second power play of the afternoon. Fitzpatrick will wind up from her own zone. Bella Fitzpatrick bumps her way through Duguay. Walker is now behind the goal. High puck. Kraken forward. Bex tried to get to it to chase that out. Takes some pinball action, did the puck, but it stays out. seconds left on the man advantage. Person advantage, do we call it here. And it's loose. Goaltender trying to get a glove on it. It's still loose. The net is empty. It comes back to Matheson. She'll go deep. McGinnis goes back to Citron. One-time shot. It's right on. Oh, and Walker had the better part of an open net but couldn't find the handle. And that will be covered by the Kraken goaltender. Good action here. I gave you my fun fact about Ellie Mullins of the Stars earlier. She and her sister went to the same daycare as my two boys. Great to see them all doing well in life. And today's starting goaltender for the Stars, Grace Dunn, if you can believe this, was born on the same day as my younger son. And not the same date, the same day. And they both turned out to be goalies just like their fathers. And you could argue better. I'll include myself definitely in the category of my son and Grace are both better than me. I better not talk about Grace's dad too much. He's a quality guy and goaltender himself. So a few little interesting facts will keep the broadcast a little bit light. Now Raina Fitzpatrick will start out. The rainy Rangel Fitzpatrick, the backhand, is steered into the corner nicely there. Now Fitzpatrick working on her defense. She takes her player down, and that's a little aggressive, says the people in the stripes. And Fitzpatrick will sit for a maximum of 2 minutes with a hooking call. I'm going to call that one. Indeed, I am right. So this will be the Kraken's first opportunity with the person advantage. We'll go to the right of Grace Dunn as Kraken coach gets his personnel that he wants on the power play all set to go. Just past the outstretched stick of Mullins, but now turned over and sent the length of the ice by Bella Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick is there to push this Kraken back into their own zone again. 30 seconds evaporated. On the man advantage. And the Kraken are trying to get their power play in gear. Duguay gets through center. Back. Dunn will stick that one into the corner. And Fitzpatrick will just whack that the length of the ice. And we're inside the 1 minute mark. And a crisp shot there too by Citron will get that deep. So a heavy hit there, and it looks like we will have another penalty, a trip, this time going to the Stars. So we'll play 4-on-4. This will be another face-off will be outside. So we'll redo that. This time, however, outside the Kraken blue line. Now Ginden at her own blue line. Backhands that up just past the stretched arm stick of McGuigan, and that will go for icing. So we'll be back in the Star zone to the left, right, sorry, my left, but to the right of Dunn. Nice breakout move there by the Stars. McGuigan finds a speedy Walker. She's got a step on Cosman. Walker all the way in, a big toe save and another one. Wow, just 4 seconds left and the Stars will go on the man advantage. Out comes player to join the fray. So for 1 minute and 20 seconds remaining, the Eastern Stars will have the man advantage. 3-0 still after a period and 2/3 of play. 3 goals in the first period. There's a chance again. The goaltender Chasson is tight to the post. Now player can't get a lot on that. She'll regain possession though. Bank that back to Larkin. Tosses it into player as the Stars are on the power play. 50 more seconds. Larkin gets that. That's off a leg of Rex. Rex trying to work that out. There'll be another power play now. Another penalty that will go the way of the Stars. Larkin, as she interfered with Rex. And that will negate the remaining 41 seconds of the man advantage for the Stars. So the face-off now to Dunn's left. Again, 4-on-4. A bit of a pile at the face-off dot. Duguay will go across ice. Onto the stick of Marshall. She's being chased. Nice move to get away and maintain possession of the puck. Marshall will go D to D. Back to Duguay. She'll take some ice. Cross the blue line. Duguay works down into the zone. And that'll be Dickey into the corner. Fitzpatrick behind her own goal. Again with player. She's worked on by the Kraken forward, giving chase. And that's going to be a slash against the Kraken. So the penalties are the most frequent occurrence here at the moment. One after the other, after the other, after the other. So back and forth we go between the man advantage. Stars, big shot by Mullins, had a lot on it and it just missed. So 4-on-4 inside the Kraken zone. 6:35 remaining in period number 2. That's a shot seen all the way by the goaltender. Took 7 seconds off the clock. My clock management skills are going to still require a little bit of practice, so apologies if I'm behind here and there. On the other side of the island, the Subway Selects are taking it to the Western Wolves 4-0 in the Evangeline area. It's another game that's underway. Back to Citrome, a long hard shot. LeBlanc works on her Stars opponent Mullins. Mullins gets it into the corner. Cross ice looking to get a redirection there. And then it redirected, but not towards the goal. Now here's Mullins in the slot. Nice stop there by, I think it was Legier, who bumps into the boards. And she's back up. And back comes the nice skating Boudelier, defenseman. Boudelier trying to work her way down. She finds her way behind Dunn in the net. Boudelier finds Little. On top of her was Walker. The breakout now back to Walker. Player will chase after that. In the close corner. Has a heavy shot. That was from McGuigan, that was from Citron. And a redirected shot off the stick of Gilliland will bounce into the corner. Under 5 to play here in period number 2. 3-0 Stars. McGuigan backhands that to Player. Player goes back to Citron. We're back to even strength now. The glut of penalties is finished. Player trying to stick handle through the phone booth. If you don't know what one of those is, use Google. Citron, that was a Player trying to find McGuigan. And just fanned on the shot. Stars with some pressure now. The Kraken are just trying to relieve that. That's McKenzie. Puck finds its way back to Larkin. That one will miss. Dickey will get there first. Time of possession inside the Kraken zone has been lopsided the last couple of minutes. Now, Larkin trying to get the redirect, scores! A pretty passing play there. What a heads-up play. And that's McKenzie. And by the collection of the puck, I would say that's her first of the season. Brooklyn McKenzie. We'll get the Stars one further on the score sheet. She found herself right in front of the net where she should be. A beautiful feed. And she made no mistake about it. Nothing the goaltender could do there. Somerville. The Kraken trying to muster a little offense here before we see the end of period number 2. Offside. That'll give the Kraken a little room to work. Somerville takes off. Raina Fitzpatrick bumps her off the puck. No icing as Boudelier is back. We're inside 3 minutes in period number 2, and the Stars are hungry for more. Both teams trying to get on into the win column for their first of the season. They will play again tomorrow morning right here, so if you're not in, there's Player walking in. Oh, it's a beautiful target. And Player again whacks it in after the rebound. That was an excellent blocker save by the goaltender, Chesson. The rebound came right back to Player. And in the process of making the save, Chesson was sprawled a little bit. That would be Player's second of the day. Again, an excellent first save. And as a coach, that's really all you can ask of your goaltender, to make the first one. And Cheson's done a nice job with that thus far. It could be more than 5-0. But a couple of quick late goals here. And have put the Stars ahead by a 5-0 score. That was icing, and the puck will be down now, face off in Stars territory. Back come the Stars. Again, high shot is a little bit wide. The puck evades Citrom, kept in by Duguay now in the Kraken line. Nice feed into Garnett, the shot. And Grace with good form. Grace Dunn there with good form has got that one under control. Minute and a half to go in period number 2. With the Eastern Stars in their home rink. 2 home weekend starts for the Stars. Moncton was in last weekend and took 2 here. And the Stars now looking to extend their league. Here comes Lutley. Great play by Duguay to knock the puck off of her stick. Excellent job by the goaltender, Chasson, to steer those pucks into the corner and away from trouble. She's trying to grab that. It's loose. Still there. Still loose, says the official. .45 seconds left. The puck is in close again to the very busy Chasson. Cross ice, Larkin. She's going to look wide. It went off the stick of LeBlanc into the corner. Giving chase is Ellie Mullins. Team captain Ellie Mullins gets that to assistant captain Lutley. Back and forth to Larkin. And Little breaks out with 20 seconds to go. Sorry, Somerville. Now the Stars, a few seconds left. A one-timer tried to get away. And it slips off with just 1 second left. Last second shot by Bex as time expires. So we will finish period number 2 with the Stars in a comfortable 5-0 lead. Late goals by Mackenzie, her first of the season, and Claire, her second of the game. We'll be back for period number 3, and again, we hope you will be as well. This is Mark Rooney on High Button Sports. Back with you for the start of period number 3 from Charlottetown with the visiting Fundy Kraken. Have some work to do to climb back into this game. There's a shot and it's in early. Even before I could get my time up, and the Stars come out hot. And that is Raina Fitzpatrick with her first of the afternoon. So just 13 seconds in, and Fitzpatrick gets the lead to 6. So who let the dogs out? Clearly the theme song, the goal song, I should say, for the Stars this season. High stick there, and that will be called down. Off the stick of Lutley, just outside the Kraken blue line will be the face-off. No, of course it'll be outside of the Stars blue line. Yeah, we're just settling into period number 3, and Raina Fitzpatrick didn't let us get too comfortable. The puck will now go behind the Stars goal. Grace Dunn, who with new pads on today hasn't seen a lot of puck marks to them, some. But Chason at the other end of the ice has been busy and by times spectacular. Citrome with some skating room. She's stopped at center ice. The Kraken will wheel behind their own zone now. Tipped ahead by Gilliland. Shoved back in by Citrome. Duguay trying to get that around the own net. It looks like we got a bit of case of the flood stickies. Some water left on the ice, and the puck wouldn't go quite as far as she wanted to. Still not the deep freeze cold of winter, so occasionally you get that this time of year. Nice day here in Charlottetown and in Prince Edward Island. Fall for sure. A little cooler than we've had. Now McKenzie taps that to the back of the goal. Now Gilliland waits for it, and she's going to be taken down, but it was Walker who got the worst of that, and there will be a body contact penalty. And that one is going to go against Gilliland, so the Stars will go back to the power play with a 6-0 lead. So Lutley, Myers, down to Mullins, back into Mullins. She'll skate in, the give and go attempt. Great idea. And now Larkin, hard work to get back on the near boards. Mullen tried to go across and back to, that's going to be offside, a delay anyhow, as LeBlanc tries to start out for the Kraken. She gets start partway through, and Boudelier forced to chase back. Cross ice, Kosman will send that the required 200 feet, as done without the stick. Nice puck moving by the Kraken now. And McGuigan takes over. Finds the tape of Player. Trying to split the D. Player, a nice move by Duguay to take the puck off her stick. Fitzpatrick pinching in. Finds her way into the right corner. Shot. Redirected behind the net by Mecca Chasson. The very busy and effective goalie. Don't let the score fool you. She's been contributing many huge saves today. Duguay from her own zone with some room to skate. She'll start out through center. Duguay, shot winds up just wide of the goal. And back come the Eastern Stars. Progress inhibited a little bit. That'll be offside with just 5 ticks on the penalty left to Gilliland of the Fundy Kraken. These two teams will face off again tomorrow. Mid-morning. I cannot recall the exact time. I'll find it here momentarily. And a stoppage of play as that is up into the netting. I'll be here again. That's 10:45 start. Well, there'll be enough time to get a little breakfast and get to church, and we'll be back with you. All fed and holy. 6-0. We have the Stars comfortably ahead at the moment. That's good, strong skating there. Here comes the feed across. Mackenzie just off of her stick. Good job there by the hard-charging Walker. In front. Nice pad save by Chasson. She's back up quick. Now there's a skirmish in front of the net. Held in at the line. That might be Ginden. Back forward is Matheson. Along the near boards, pinned there, but the puck comes to Citrom. She'll walk the blue line. I'm not sure if Chasson saw that. It was harmlessly directed into the corner. The wraparound attempt, Chasson's there. He's good low. Good technique. Good quickness. Subway Selects have opened up a 7-0 lead now against the Western Wolves. Oh, 2 good chances, but again, it is Chasson who's got to be player of the game. Try to get you the shots. She has faced 32 to this point, have done facing 9. And many of the, oh my goodness, there's a collision just in front of the net with Mullins going down hard, but she's back up. $16 shots in each of the first 2 periods faced by Chasson. Now Raina Fitzpatrick off a leg, scores! And that was off the shin pad of Mullins, who, intentionally or not, knocked it down. The rebound was there. I believe it was Mullins. I could be wrong. That's what it looked like to my angle as she was side of the net. And all set to go. So we're back now, 6 minutes gone in period number 3, and the Stars have added to their commanding lead. We either have a bad microphone or a bit of a bad speaker issue because the audio in here is tough, so I'm working with the internet to try to find some data for you. Chasson, a good stick to clear that into the corner. That is indeed Mullins. with 6:01 into period number 3. Where were we before the days of live scoring accessible on the internet? Now here comes Walker down the right side. That's off the cage of Chasson. She appears to be fine. Hops right back up. You have to be tough physically and mentally to stand in front of the puck, and she's been up to that. No question. Now, here's Duguay working in a shot that redirects, and Dunn hasn't been busy, but that's a sharp save, especially when it went off her defenseman. That's the 10th shot on Dunn thus far, and I dare say that may have been the hardest. It was tricky. Back comes Walker. She'll go cross ice. Steered to Duguay. A nice kick save. Those Vaughn pads of Chasson are kicking those rebounds out. That's redirected. Pinballs back to Walker in the corner. She tries to backhand that out. LeBlanc steers it back behind the net out of harm's way. McKenzie tried to break free, but that was Duguay got in her way. Now here's a chance for the Kraken. Nice stick job there by Fitzpatrick. Sorry, that was Citrom. Similar height and similar number, but icing on the Stars, and that'll put the Kraken back inside Stars territory. We're pushing the halfway mark of period number 3. Lutley runs over her opponent, Kosman. Now Mullins with a quick release and a nice glove save again. Stop me if you've heard that before by Chasson. Face off to the right of the busy Fundy Kraken goaltender. I hope the team is buying her dinner tonight. Myers tries to backhand that, slips off her stick weakly, and back will come Kosman. Kosman. That bounces right through Dunn. Fortunately not on the net. I'm quite certain she knew that. Duguay kicks at it and misses, and back for it will go Ricketson with some speed in front of her own bench. Ricketson still with the puck all the way down behind the goal of the Stars. Tried to center that, and that was off a stick, rather. Now Ricketson back in, trying to go against 4 Stars defenders. Now Bella Fitzpatrick holds out against the boards as Somerville works on her. Player tries to stick handle her way out. She's turned back. And now here's Player, finds herself on a break. Player all alone. Nice defensive work by Duguay to put some pressure there, and a nice, smooth, clean save by the Fundy Kraken goaltender. We're inside, halfway to go. Here's a chance now for the Kraken. 3-on-1 shot. Didn't get through. Dunn somehow has it under her possession. That was a glorious chance for the Kraken. And Dunn hopped out to try to get a glove on that. Not a bad crowd here for a Saturday evening. And we're awful glad to have you watching from home or wherever that may be. Thank you for joining me this afternoon. Walker outside of the net. That's cleared out. Citrome takes control. Wilcox fights her way through. And that was Walker trying to negotiate into territory of Kraken. Now Dickey's got the puck down low. LeBlanc close. Dunn hugs the post. 8:20 to go here. Mullins fights through the D. Legier. Back to Mullins. A beautiful give and go effort there. Collision on the near boards to the left of Chiasson. The centering pass. Mullins with a nice toe drag and a blocker save by Chiasson low. Where's the puck? Raina Fitzpatrick has it. She'll go back to the D. And Lawler with a nice shot and a nice save too by Chiasson to collect that and prevent any rebound. Face off to the right of the Kraken goaltender. Oh boy, that was a quick one. Not sure she saw that. Fortunate it was just off the net for the Kraken. Back to Myers. She'll step into one. It didn't make it through. Shot on goal again there and a quick whistle. That was by McGinnis, I believe. Gilliland tries to get through, and Larkin will stand her up at the Stars blue line. McGuigan and Larkin decide who will go get that. McGinnis try to feed it ahead to Player. Nice move by Player, finding McGuigan, but it slips off her stick and into the corner. We're going to see another penalty here. This time it will be against the Stars for a cross check, and it will be Carly McGuigan who will sit. So the Kraken with a man advantage as we go down to the other end. 6:51 to go here in this one. Kraken with a lot of work. They may chip away at it. They'll try to start with one. Round back of the goal. Duguay calls for it. Little with possession. With some skating room. Bex was trying to get a stick in there for the Kraken. And Walker chips that outside and the length of the ice. Someone's lost a glove. The Kraken defenseman. That's Duguay with pressure put on her by Walker. LeBlanc. Wrap to the other side and through the skates of Duguay. She'll chase back for it, but here comes Walker charging hard on the floor, and it'll be a hooking call here on the Kraken as Walker put some forechecking pressure on the defense, and Legier will sit, and that will nullify the Kraken power play. Face off to the left, right of Chasson. Moved around by Fitzpatrick. Raina Fitzpatrick into Gindon. That's turned over and lost. Now Dickey calling for the puck. Fitzpatrick tries to slip through the D. Cross ice pass. Mullins was there. Nicely broken up by the Kraken. Citron bangs that in. It finds its way to Mullins. Boudelier now, the slick skating defenseman. Feeds Dickey through center. Dickey trying to make a move on the defenseman. They get tied up, Citron and Dickey. Mullins now will go one-on-one. She's got a tough angle unless she can slip through. That's a nice play by Kosman. And all alone, Ludley, a huge leg save and another one. Oh, to be that young and spry and nimble again. Now the Stars are on the power play. Lutley turned over. Duguay got it out, but no further. In comes McGinnis. Drops for Lutley. Tried to go back with it, but that's picked off. Wilcox hits center, hits the blue line. She's in by herself working against three Stars. Player will pick that one up and off she goes. The speedy Cadence player. Working her way down, all the way in. Tries to make a move. She's hauled down and collides with the goaltender. Everyone appears to be okay and back in play in position. Myers, player trying to get the redirect at the side of the net. Back to Myers at the right point. Shot in. Easily steered to the corner. We've got 3.5 left to go in this one. Player with control behind the goal. Feeds it back. Larkin sidesteps the forecheck of Wilcox. Along the ice, steered by the stick of Chasson again. Now two Kraken breakaway. 2-on-1, short-handed. Done with a glove save. Nice offensive surge there by the Kraken as they push down the left side, and glove save made by Grace Dunn. Somerville will step into the face-off circle against Walker. Stars win that. Now that hits the glove of the Stars bench, and so they'll reset back inside their own zone to the left of goaltender Grace Dunn. Stars look their way to their first victory of the season. Now Bella Fitzpatrick tried to find Walker, a little far for her, and that will be icing. We'll go back one more time towards the Eastern Stars goal. That pass broken up for the moment by Kosman, but here's Mullins. Mullins has help. Mullins! Big leg save again by Chasson. Impressive rush by Mullins. Impressive stretch and save by the Kraken goaltender, who's certainly been the player of the game, if not just for her team, but for both. Clearing a pass into the skates of the defenseman Bella Fitzpatrick, Now she'll take it through center. Nice quick stick handling through there. She'll chip it ahead and chase. Inside 2 minutes. Back to Lutley. She'll work her way through. Backhand didn't get through, hit a leg. And out comes LeBlanc. Haley LeBlanc, pass Citron. LeBlanc's got help coming in the form of Bix. She'll go for a rest. Some fresh legs out there now for the Kraken. A good stick check from the Kraken's Duguay on McGuigan. And McGuigan retains possession of the puck. We're about to hit the 19-minute mark of play here in period number 3. Again, these two teams will face off again tomorrow at 10:45. Same, I won't say same bat time, but it's the same bat station. Here on High Button Sports, I'll be back, and we hope you'll be able to join us. As play in the neutral zone, Ricketson with a nice move. One more push for the Kraken deep into Stars territory. There's a clearing pass kicked ahead by Matheson. And she's hard on the puck. Matheson will get possession. Try to go across to McKenzie. She got one more outlet pass by Boudelier, and the Stars are there to push it back in, and it looks like Grace Dunn is going to earn herself a shutout as the Eastern Stars will skate away with a 7-0 victory. But special mention, of course, to the wonderful goaltending of Chasson of the Fundy Kraken, who really put on a show here today. So it's Mark Rooney for High Button Sports. Thanks an awful lot for joining us today. We hope you're able to join us tomorrow at 10:45, where the Kraken and the Stars will do battle one more time. Have yourselves a wonderful Saturday night.